Hello, this is the demonstration of a plugin I'm developing for DCS called Checklists Master. The idea is that I can load in any mission um, checklists and follow them and be guided through them. So in this case here I'm going to load
Welcome to the Hornet.
the cold start checklist for the Hornet as an example. So as you can see, as soon as you start the game, you see up top here the options that you can actually say by voice using a push to talk button, or just click here and select that option. So I'm going to use the voice commands. Cold start checklist.
Commencing cold start checklist. Turn on battery and generators.
So let's say that's the first time you are passing through these. You don't know exactly where are these switches that you need to do now. The first thing that you can ask is where. So instead of using my voice, I'm just going to click here just as a demonstration that you can use. Just click here instead of using your own voice.
Right console. Front. Electrical panel.
And you see here that it not only says where it is, but also shows using these visual indications. As soon as I turn the switch up, it will auto detect that I changed to the state it's required, and it will move on to the next step.
APU on.
You don't actually need to ask where. If you know already where it is, you can just go there and do the action.
Wait, APU ready.
Some steps don't actually need you to do anything but wait. So you'll see that as soon as the APU is ready, it will just move on to the next step.
Crank right engine.
Let's say that I didn't heard very well the instruction and I wanted to repeat. I can say again, and it will not only repeat, but it can repeat with a slower pace and sometimes with more information. Say again.
Move the engine crank switch to the right to start the right engine.
Okay.
Wait RPM 25%.
Where?
Watch the display on the IFEI.
So as you can see,
Front
sometimes
panel, lower left.
a pop-up will show more information
Right
about
throttle to idle.
what you are looking as a instructional an example. This will be, you will have an option to enable or disable these kinds of more information on pop-ups. Say again.
Move the right throttle to idle. Wait RPM 60%. Turn on the power to both DDIs, MPCD, and HUD.
Roll left, roll left. Flight control.
Where?
Flight control.
Front panel. Crank left engine. Wait RPM 25%. Left throttle to idle. Wait RPM 60%. Start INS alignment.
Where?
Right console. Sensors panel.
Where?
Enable it on either DDI, HSI page.
Sometimes the detection, there is no way to automatically detect uh, the fulfillment of a step. So in these cases, on the instruction, will say check when finished, or say check when done. In this case, you need to actually say check to continue. Check.
Radar to OPR. Enable objects.
You can see here that the text to speech I'm using is not good enough for some things. For an example, obogs, it just say objects. So another thing that I'm going to implement is support for fully voiced audios.
FCS reset. Flaps auto.
So here as an example, instead of clicking on Flaps Auto, I'm going to use one feature that you can use is skip. So if you don't want to do that step for any reason, for example, at the beginning we could okay, it's not implemented, but if I had the tests, the fire system tests, and I don't want to fulfill that step, I can just say skip,
Anti-skid on ground or off on carrier.
and it will
Say
just
check.
move on to the next step. Another idea that I have is for example, in this case, anti-skid must be on if you are on an airfield and off if you are on a carrier. So I can say I can auto detect because I can go up or down. In this case, I would be able to go up here, but point is, I'm going to implement the situation awareness in these cases. By that I mean the system will know already if you are on an airfield or on a carrier, so it will adapt the instruction to that specific situation instead of say again.
Set anti-skid switch to on position if you're on the ground or off position if you're on a carrier. Say check when done.
Don't know exactly why I can set up here, so just going to say check.
Set hook bypass. Say check.
Check.
Take off trim. Set bingo. Say check.
Skip.
Set standby altimeter QNH. Say check.
Check.
Uncaged standby attitude indicator. Arm ejection seat. Canopy down. Wait INS finishes alignment. Say check.
Where?
On any display, HSI page.
How?
Wait until INS qual is okay.
So that's a good example of demonstration here with multiple pages. So here you can see an NRS alignment time remaining, and here how to see that it has completed. In this case, okay, it is completed. Check.
INS to IFA. Cold start checklist finished.
And that's it. So the checklist is done. You can see here it's already offering if you want to restart it. In final version in the future, you'll have multiple checklists that you can select. Also, for this situation, for example, code start doesn't make sense anymore, so an option is to program the checklists to verify some steps, so or verify some conditions. For example, if I say code start checklist right now and it detects that the engines are already running, it could just confirm to me it is the engines are running. Do you really want to continue with this checklist? And if you say no, it just cancel the checklist. Another thing that I haven't done here is you can cancel the checklist at any time by saying stop checklist during the checklist. And that's it for this demonstrations. Thanks for watching.